Billiards. The 16 players have battled it out in 4 groups, and today we bring you the first semi-final between the winner of Group A and the winner of Group B. Group A featured Robbie Foldvari of the host country, Peter Gilchrist and Mike Russell of England, and India's Geet Sethi. Foldvari has been Australia's leading billiards player for the past 15 years and a former world professional champion, who was also a competent snooker player and is currently ranked 5 in the world. Robbie also boasts the maximum break of 147 in snooker and a 1,000 plus break in billiards. Peter Gilchrist currently is the world number 3 and has been recently elected as the president of the World Professional Billiard and Snooker Association, a former world professional champion and 3-time British billiards champion with the highest break of 647. Mike Russell is the world's highest ranked billiards player and the current world champion. At 29, Mike is at the top of his game, boasting a further 2 world titles and with victories in just about every major tournament around the globe. Geet Sethi from India is one of his country's most recognised sportsmen, being awarded a PS for services to Q Sport. Currently the world number 2, having already won 3 world professional championships with a highest break of 1,276. And it was Geet Sethi who surprised everyone to dominate Group A and advance to the semi-finals. Geet finished with a total combined score of 1,167 points, 228 points clear of his nearest rival, Peter Gilchrist. Group B was a who's who of the snooker world. Kiwi Dino Kane, Cliff Thorburn from Canada, Willie Thorne and Jimmy White of Mother England. Dino Kane turned professional in 1984 and has been New Zealand's leading player ever since. His highest achievement so far is reaching the final of the Hong Kong Open and has already racked up more than $1 million in prize money. Cliff Thorburn is one of the legends of the sport, winning 2 world-ranked events, including the Embassy World Professional title. And many will remember Cliff during the highly popular Hot Black Series. Willie Thorne has spent 20 years in the top 32 players in the world, and over his career has amassed an amazing 200 maximum breaks of 147, far and away the most of any known player. Willie has won more than $3 million in prize money. Known as the Whirlwind, Jimmy White is the winner of 9 world-ranking events and 27 major events around the world. Jimmy also holds a special place in the snooker world, one he wishes he didn't have, and that is runner-up for the World Championship on no less than 6 occasions, 4 on the trot. And it was the champion from England, Jimmy White, who was so impressive in the round robin to march into the semis. O'Kane and Thorne just missed out, White advancing by 87 points to beat India's Geet Sethi in the first of our semi-finals in the WSA Lindrum Masters.
Well, Geet, you've won the Tyson, elected your favourite discipline in billiards. It's got to be a good start for you.
I hope so. I mean, I'm banking on the fact that Jimmy's not played too much billiards in his career, so yeah, let's see how it goes.
Have you enjoyed the format?
It's beautiful. I mean, you know, all the disciplines getting together and seeing some of the top pool players, seeing the top snooker players. Good fun, yeah.
Geet, all the very best to you.
Thank you very much.
Well, Jimmy, billiards first up. I noticed prior to the start of this, you were getting a couple of tips from the expert Rex Williams.
Yeah, I'm just trying to learn a few drop cannons and a few in off. So I used to play it when I was a kid, but it was a long time ago.
How important is it for you to make a good start in the billiards and the snooker section?
I need to get a fair result at the billiards, like just, you know, score maybe 20 or 30. Hopefully that'd be a bonus, and then get a big score at the snooker and then a spin up at the pool, because we're both snooker and billiard players, really.
All the best to you.
Thank you.
So, Geet Sethi, to start our billiard section of this 4-discipline tournament, the first semi-final in the World Snooker Association Lindrum Masters, and joining us in commentary, one of the world's greatest all-time billiard players, Rex Williams. Rex, welcome to Newcastle.
Thank you, Mike. It's a pleasure to be here.
Interesting scenario, this first semi-final.
Absolutely, yes. And, of course, Jimmy is a tremendous cueist, although he hasn't had much experience at billiards. Obviously, being such a good cueist, he can still put a few points together.
Early in this frame, take us through a couple of the delicacies and the intricacies of billiards.
Well, it would be easier, of course, for me to pick the shots that Geet will play, because Geet is a great player, and he would play the game the way that I would be trying to play the game. But, of course, not so easy for Jimmy, because he hasn't had the experience. Well, he just looked at coming off the cushion first here to get the cannon and push the red towards the pocket. he didn't play to pot the red, he played the cannon, and now, difficult to see from our commentary position, but this looks a very fine in-off. And it might even take the pot white and then double balk on the red or play a safety shot.
So it's taken the white.
He's gone a little bit too far.
5.
Can't play the safety shot now. He'll have to take the pot on, and of course you don't want to be taking too many difficult pots on at billiards.
So for potting the red, we're looking at 3 points.
3 points for the red, and of course in off the red is 3 points.
8.
And when the red is potted twice off the spot, it goes onto the centre spot. And
11.
then when he pots this, or it comes back onto the red spot, or the black spot as you know it. What he's done there is push the red into balk, and he'll now play a safety shot with the
14.
cue ball, bring that behind balk, and what we call in billiards a double balk.
Miss. 14
a
scores,
deliberate
Geet
miss.
Sethi.
So
Miss
he's
2
away.
to Jimmy White.
And Jimmy White now to play.
Unlike snooker, of course, you can't play behind the balk line at billiards, so he's got to play outside the balk line, and he's positioned in such a way that if Jimmy doesn't disturb something, he's left himself with an in-off red. So he really needs to try and disturb this red and move it away from the pocket.
And hasn't been successful in doing that.
Miss. 2 to Geet Sethi.
So as a penalty of 2 points.
That's a penalty for 2. Every foul in billiards is a penalty of 2 points. This is a good chance here for Geet.
Just a reminder that we're looking at 100 points in each of the 4 disciplines. So once a player
3.
has racked up 100 points, we move to snooker, I
To the
believe, is
snooker,
next.
yes, indeed.
5.
So he was looking at a cannon.
That was the finest of contacts there. He thought he'd missed it. Play to come out and leave either a pot or a
8.
cannon. You can just drop the red in now and leave the cannon from the white onto the red afterwards. This is a good position for Geet because he can just make a little full contact on this
11.
white ball and push it behind the spot.
There you have the cannon, all 3
13.
balls coming in contact. And of course, we are celebrating 100 years of the Lindrum dynasty, and I do believe, Rex, that the rules of billiards were
16.
changed because of the great man.
Well, yes, of course, Walter Lindrum, in my opinion, was not only the greatest billiards player of all time, I think he was probably the greatest sportsman of all time.
19.
I don't think anyone ever mastered their sport like Walter Lindrum
21.
mastered billiards.
So
I
Geet
never saw
Sethi.
him play, but it would have been wonderful to have seen Lindrum play billiards. He was an absolute genius.
Well, I don't think
24.
you too bad of an experience yourself. 13 times world billiards champion. That's a great record too.
Yes, that's.
26.
I still play a bit and still enjoy it. It's a lovely game.
Because many Australians will remember you from the pot black days.
Indeed, yes.
An
29.
interesting concept, the 4 disciplines of cue ball.
Well, the game, of course, is played in different forms in different countries, and we thought this was a good
32.
idea to bring the 4 disciplines together. And it's been encouraging the way the players have
34.
all received it. The Mike Massey from America, he was saying how much he enjoyed the billiards, and of course billiards is a little bit foreign to him. There's a good shot, just bringing the
36.
2 balls together. Little fine cannon now to leave another fine cannon. And
38.
a similar shot just going across the face of the ball.
40.
So the break goes to 40. Didn't play that terribly well. He's got to open the balls up now.
Another cannon and pots the red. Nice shot.
Unfortunately, the Opponent's white
45.
ball now is a little bit out of position. And what Geet will be trying to do now, he'd probably take the red again, take the
48.
take the cue ball back up to the middle of the table to pot it off the centre spot.
Because with billiards, Jimmy White, the opponent, he can sit there for a long time.
Yes, you can. It's,
51.
I mean, the greatest billiards break ever made, Lindrum, had Joe Davis sitting in his seat for 3 sessions.
This is a great break by Geet Sethi. There's Jimmy White. The whirlwind.
54.
And Geet Sethi well on the way to wrapping up this billiard section, as you probably would expect.
Yes.
57.
Geet would be looking to run out here. He needs to stop Jimmy getting back to the table, build a good lead up.
So it was first to 100 points in billiards, snooker, 8-ball and 9-ball. There's a fine shot.
60.
The white ball's in a rather bad position for Geet here. He needs to get back into play. He's left the in-off into the top left-hand corner pocket. This is a half-ball angle at billiards.
Makes it look so easy.
Yes. Now, what he's trying to do is trying to get
66.
this red into such a position that he can push it onto the top cushion and play a cannon, what we call a drop cannon, and get the white back into play.
He's running the red back down the table.
69.
So 69 in this break so far for Geet Sethi. And again the in-off.
72.
Now, this is not ideal. He played to bring the red back to the centre pocket. Hasn't quite come far enough. He can play the screwing off red or he can play the cannon, but it's difficult to control the... if he plays the cannon, difficult to control the positional side of the shot. He'd been more than
75.
satisfied with that because he wasn't absolutely sure where that red was going. The referee called 10 hazards there. That means that he's played 10 consecutive pots or in-offs, and the limit is 15, so he's got to play a cannon in the next 4 shots.
He's getting close to working himself in a
81.
position now where he can shoot for a cannon, and here it goes, and successful.
83.
83. Only needing to get to the century.
85 and game.
And that's game because he opened up with 14. So Geet Sethi wins the billiard section. Jimmy White not able to even get on the card there, so it's a great start for Geet Sethi.
Come face to face with the new generation BMW 3 Series at Cluster BMW. The new generation BMW 3 Series. Here, now, at Cluster BMW.
India has won the toss and elected to break. This is Jimmy White's favourite discipline. 27 major events and 6 major invitation tournaments the man from England has won. And runner-up in the Embassy World Professional Championships. And already we have a bit of a spread on the reds. Geet Sethi headed Group A in the qualifying rounds of this, the World Snooker Association Lindrum Masters. Already winning the billiard section.
Yes, that was difficult for Geet. He was tight under the ball cushion, and This is a good opening here for Jimmy.
And one position on the black.
The red to the left of the black, he'll be trying to get that out of the way. That's just obstructing the black into the other corner pocket. He hasn't played for it there. He's played for the red on the top cushion.
8.
He'll just send the cue ball round the angles to get back onto the black. And now
9.
just a little bit shorter pace there, but he can stun onto the red, which is just above the black, and hold position on that red to the left of the black. So just get that one out of the way. Decided to just drop it in. Choice of reds.
16.
Position on the black again. It's amazing watching this now, the contrast of the billiard player to the professional snooker champ.
Well, you can see that Jimmy immediately is more relaxed at this game. He
24.
one of the probably the greatest player that's never won the World Snooker Championship. Lost in 6 finals, 4 of them consecutive
25.
finals.
Seems a happy-go-lucky sort of chap.
Oh yes, he enjoys himself. And a very nice young man, Jimmy.
32.
Now, a difficult one here because there is a cluster of reds, the 5 there that you can see. Would he go to the centre?
He'll play the red in the near the blue now and play for the blue. Still a red to the left of the bunch of reds, which will go.
33.
33. Alan Gregory is our referee.
Little screw shot here to leave the red to the top right-hand corner pocket. Come a little bit further than he wanted to. He'll have to go.
38.
Probably back up for the blue now again.
And does that
39.
very nicely.
He just had a quick glance there. The red to the left of that group of balls, if he can get ideal positioning, he can squeeze through and pop out into the top left-hand pocket. He's obviously spotted a plant.
44.
Of course, I'm forgetting, being a left-hander, he can get at this one. Grab the angle now to split the pack. Just needs a little bit of good running here to continue after potting this black.
So he's halfway home.
52.
Unfortunately, the red, the cue ball will just go into the reds here if he pots the one near the black. That's a good shot.
53.
Oh, that was unlucky. Got a nasty contact there. Stopped
60.
the cue ball coming back onto the red, which is adjacent to the cue ball, but he's still got a red into the centre. There is a red to the centre, and he could play a can onto the red to the left of the pink and still leave the pink into the centre pocket. That would really open things up.
Oh, great shot.
61.
He's looking to come back down to the down the table to the pink.
Well, this is a tremendous performance by Jimmy. First chance to the table, and
67.
I should be surprised now if Jimmy makes any mistakes from here.
Which sets up a thrilling finish to the semi-final with
68.
8 ball and 9 ball to go.
Well, of course, it'll be interesting because we go to the disciplines that neither of them consider themselves experts at. So, what a tremendous semi-final this is.
74. 75.
Yeah, you would expect Jimmy White to go out here. 75 on the black.
Play to leave the red into the same
82.
corner pocket.
'83.
Choice of reds after this black, but he'll probably screw back and leave the red into the centre pocket.
'90.
So 10 to go for Jimmy White. Make that 9.
91. 98.
Play for the red into the centre. Just stun it in the pink ball.
99.
Now, irrespective whether Jimmy White sinks this pink to go out, the score will only be recorded as 100. There it is. That is a magnificent frame that Jimmy White wrecks.
A wonderful performance.
Come face
Competitions. Play on the 8 ball was exceptional, given that both players are more comfortable on the snooker and billiards table. After 4 frames, there was a struck match between them, with Sethi and White recording 2 racks apiece. We pick up play in the all-important 5th frame.
A very good point, Jorgen, where they would feel much more comfortable playing billiards or snooker at this stage than going into a cutthroat semi-final in this situation. They have 50 points apiece in the 8 ball. They've got 9 ball to follow, but the nerves will be starting to jingle a little bit.
Yeah, I would say so. Once again, the break was really very good. Unfortunately for Geet, he didn't pocket the wall here. It looks like Jimmy would have a fairly easy task on this striped again.
Number 1. Of course, the pockets here are much bigger than on a billiard or snooker table, aren't they?
Yeah, and above all, they are cut differently, so that makes it a lot easier to pocket the balls. And one of the objectives when you play 8 ball is to make sure that whenever you're potting a ball, that you do not hit other balls in the same shot, so that you somehow would alter the positions of the balls. That might be very, very dangerous.
Now, interesting here because you can see the red solid ball on the bottom left-hand corner, which is blocking one shot of Jimmy's.
Right, he wanted to play position on the 9 for the side pocket, and then the 10 on the side pocket across. But came a little bit short there.
He's going to run the 10 down at the bottom.
Very
Kissing
good.
off the red, great shot.
It still looks like he has a problem with the 12 ball also. It's not possible to make down in the corner pocket, I think. Right. That was, again, a very good position play there from Jimmy.
In the top left-hand corner of your screen, Geet Sethi. All he can do at the moment is look on.
And not only is the angle a little bit tougher this time, but he also needs to get a shot at the 8 in the side pocket.
Oh, that is a marvellous shot. And he's got the 8, top right. Or will he go to the centre? Goes to the centre, down it goes. So Jimmy White on a bit of a roll in the 8-ball at the moment. He chalks up point number 75. 3 frames to 2. And Jimmy White could close it out. He has the break. So Jimmy White has 3 frames and 75 points. And he's looking for one off the break. All that goes down is the cue ball. Now that's opened up the gate for Geet Sethi.
He also actually made one of the object balls.
So it's still an open table now? Or?
Yes. And once again, the striped balls looks the best, but I don't know what Geet is doing here. He has a ball in hand only in the head string. Yeah, right.
Yeah. In the kitchen?
In the kitchen area, yes.
So you can see him nominating, and he wants to put that one in that pocket, and he did, with the thud. You know, I think he's probably just got enough room to squeeze the 9-ball through that pack in the centre there.
Yeah, what he was looking for, though, was the 15th ball in the corner pocket. But actually, your proposal was probably the better one.
It's interesting from an absolute layman. I can't even play the game. But the shots that we would probably select playing in the pubs here in Australia is totally different from the calibre of these players, because they're always looking for position, aren't they?
Oh, yes, very much so.
It's the next shot, it's not the one, because they expect to pop that ball.
Yeah, and I think you have noticed also that they make it look so easy.
Mm.
And you know, when you're playing yourself, you know how tough it is.
These 2 blokes would make good doubles partners, wouldn't they?
Definitely, yes.
So Geet Sethi, this is a must win for him, this frame, to stay in this 8-ball competition.
It might turn out that this is very good practice for Geet. I think he is going to participate for India in the Asian Games in Bangkok in December, playing pool as well as English billiards, of course.
One of his country's most recognised sports people has been rewarded with an honour by his country for his services to the sport.
Actually, here he should go for the 11 ball and draw back for position on the 9, or just follow and make the 9 on the other side of the table. That was, however, not so good, I think.
Now his only option there is to try and cut this into the centre, isn't it? Or is he going down the table to the top left?
Yeah, eventually he sees enough of the 9 ball to make it in the top left, as you suggest.
Does so. Very good shots. But this is not going to be an easy shot on the black. Oh, it just says this is easy. You just whack this straight in the bottom left. There it goes, and it drops. And the white ball, the cue ball, stays out. So Geet Sethi once again squares up proceedings here. Gee, this has been fascinating. 75 points each, 3 frames each. Here's the replay. Great shot.
Yeah, he had to cut it very, very thin there, and he almost missed it.
So Geet Sethi to break. The winner of this frame will grab a 25-point advantage over his rival in the 8-ball section. He'll be the first to 100, and then we'll move to the 9-ball section. And Geet Sethi from India, I think that was a solid one that went down. One of the small balls, as we would call them in the pub game here. The littlies. Here it is from the break. And it was the yellow that disappeared, so Geet Sethi still has an open table there, doesn't he?
Yes, he does, but this time it looks a little bit more difficult, though. He can, of course, have hit the 13th ball in order to make the 7 in the corner pocket, and then he would be on the solids. But then I think it's the 6th ball and the 10 ball at the side pocket that are eventually also.
So he's played a triple cannon there. off one of the small balls, then onto the stripe, and a solid ball went down, so he's on the solids. Now that's an advantage in some respects, the fact that there are 2 solid balls now missing from the table.
Yeah, but he still has 2 problems here to take care of. And the one he might be able to solve now, and that would be the 6 ball down in the corner pocket.
Jimmy White standing to have a look. Now sits down again.
Might be so that he is at risk of hitting the 10 ball from that angle. And that would be a foul.
Is there such a thing as gamesmanship in this sport? I noticed Jimmy White did stand up then just to have a look, so a little bit of gamesmanship.
You only want to make sure, of course, at all occasions that the player wouldn't make a foul and it goes unnoticed. And I think that was Jimmy's concern here.
Now this is interesting. He has 2 small ones left, or 2 solids. Now you would expect that the path to the bottom left seems a little blocked.
What he could do is eventually try to hit the 2 ball onto the 8 ball for the side pocket. So the 8 ball sort of steers the 2 ball into the side pocket.
All right, now we're looking at the 2 ball is the one on the right of the cue ball there on the cushion. The 8 ball is over the centre pocket on the right-hand side. Now the other ball that he has is just to the left of the cue ball. So I think he's taken your advice, Jorgen.
It's a very difficult shot, though.
Now it really does open it up for Jimmy White. And by that shot, you would think that Jimmy White had the worries of the world on his shoulders. His little wry smile just came out there because he's got a reasonably open table, hasn't he?
Oh, yes. He should actually be able to run out here.
The whirlwind, as he's known. There's a spring in his step now. He could wrap up this 8-ball frame and the 8-ball section, getting the maximum 100 points.
And if we remember the 2 points that he brings along from Billiards, if he wins here, then Geet will have to win with 100 to 50 in the 9-ball game.
Jimmy White with 2 to go, plus the black. He's certainly not mucking around.
He's not going to make a mistake now.
Down it goes. Now this is match ball for Jimmy White. This will give him the maximum 100 points. Down it goes. Great play, Jimmy White from England. Giving him a total now of 202 points to Geet Sethi's 175 as we move to 9-ball. Geet Sethi, now this is 9-ball. Obviously only 9 balls on the table, and they must be potted 1 to 9, although you can use the ball that you're shooting for to play on to the 9 to sink the 9, and the 9 can be sunk off the break for game, can't it?
That's right. You always have to hit the lowest numbered ball on tables first. And if, as a result of that, any ball goes in, that is correct, and if it would be the 9, that's the game.
Now again, do they have to nominate pocket?
No. Here Jimmy chooses to play what we call a push out, and that is a shot that is allowed only the shot immediately following the break, and would be used in a situation where you cannot actually see to hit the ball on, in this case ball 1.
Now Geet has passed up. Explain that to us.
Yeah, right. As I said before, it was a push out, so actually Jimmy made a foul here, but a correct foul. and Geet has the choice of either playing the next shot himself or passing it on to the player that pushed out.
Jump ball.
With a snooky cue, this is going to be interesting. Very good.
Well, we've seen everything so far in this first semi-final of the World Snooker Association Lindrum Masters. Jimmy's still scratching his head.
It's very close that he would be able to play a combination 1-9, but he would have to hit it from...
Here's the replay of that jump shot. And hit the 1 first. And there it is, the first game. Jimmy White playing it on the 1. Reverse onto the 9, down it goes. That's it. Simple as that.
That was the shot that I predicted that he could eventually make, but I didn't really believe that it should be possible.
Jimmy White playing, there's the 1. What a super shot. So Jimmy White now opens up the 9-ball section with a winning game 1, 25 points. He's on his way to the final. Game 2 of the 9-ball. Maximum 100 points to be gained here. And has left it pretty wide open.
Yeah, what you're trying to do on a break in 9-ball is to, first of all, of course, pocket the ball off the break so that you may continue to play. And secondly, to control the cue ball, you would want to have that to stop mid-table.
So that's the number 1. Now we're after 2.
And the 3-ball down the table on the other side.
It's the 3. Now we're looking for 4. Running it down the table. Fine shot. Great shot.
From here on, it should be fairly easy for Geet.
Now he's going to have to clear the table 1 by 1 because there's not a ball within area that he can cannon onto the 9-ball. Now position required on the 9. And this is to square up the 9-ball tournament. And down it goes. So it's 1 frame each, 25 points each. And this will go right down to the wire. So Geet Sethi. 1's down, and Jorgen, a very, very important frame for Geet Sethi. He must win this frame.
He needs to stay ahead of Jimmy here. And we'll have to win with at least 100 to 50 because of the 2 points that Jimmy brings along from the billiards. Very nice safety there. At all times when you're attempting to play a safety, you would want to have or keep the cue ball very close to another object ball to make it very difficult for the opponent to get to the ball on.
And down the cue ball goes. So does Geet get the cue ball at any position on the table, or has he got to go back to the kitchen too?
No, in 9-ball it's ball free on table, so this is a big advantage.
So Geet Sethi now. Just starting to turn this match around. Jimmy White was on a roll. The tables turned very quickly.
It might be that he will have some difficulties in having the 6 ball to go past on the inside of the 8 ball on the other long rail. And that is what he was looking for now. And the way he plays position, though, obviously the 6 ball is possible to get through there.
Sneaking through superbly. Excellent position. Now the 9 ball to take the lead in the 9 ball section. Down it goes. Great play, Geet Sethi. He's not giving up without a fight. He leads Jimmy White in the 9 ball section, 50 points to 25.
Hunter.
Jimmy White to break. He leads Geet Sethi 227 points to 225. And the 9 ball tantalisingly close to going in.
Yeah, that was very, very close. And where it is located right now, it is also subject for a combination shot. But okay, there aren't really any of the other object balls that you can use in order to make the 9, I guess.
So now the 1 is the yellow over the pocket. And he's on the 2, which is the red.
No, the 2 ball was made on
it's
the
made.
break, so it's the 3 ball.
Yep. Steady as she goes for Jimmy White, because this frame would wrap it up.
No.
No, 1 more.
He needs 2 more in order to win.
The 9's in wonderful position for Jimmy White. And he's not happy with that one.
He will have to try to bank the 8 ball into the corner pocket where the 9 is located. And that would be the best way of eventually have Geet to be snookered also in case it wouldn't go in.
And kissed off the 9 ball. So this now for the win. Oh, and it jawed.
Wow.
He can't believe it. He still can't believe it. And Geet Sethi with a...
Yeah, but Geet needs to be banking this ball in. I don't think he can make it directly.
He's having a very good look at it. You don't think he can cut it in?
I would say that it isn't possible, but okay.
Down he goes. Is that game? Or has he got to still pot the knot?
That's Jimmy ball in hand again, but I guess Jimmy wouldn't miss that.
Well, there it is. Game to Jimmy White. Fascinating play. So that levels up the number. Let's have a look at the shot again. And it just dropped, but kicked the 9 out. You watch this and it just, did everything but drop down. But Jimmy White got the win. 50 points apiece. Geet Sethi must win this game.
And he didn't pocket the ball off the break. So that gives Jimmy a golden opportunity to decide this match.
A let off?
Yeah, actually he had a very tough position to play on the 2-ball there, and needed to play with extreme force in order to eventually be able to do so, and the ball came out again, so.
Centre pocket, great shot.
Here he has his first chance at making the 9. Off from the 2.
Kisses it in. There it is. Jimmy White, the 25.
And a great play there to Jimmy White. Jimmy, thank goodness for tactical 2 points.
Absolutely, and he gave me them as well. Yeah, it's a miracle, yeah.
What a great game, though. It must have been absolutely fascinating going right down to the wire.
Well, when he was on 70-odd at billiards, I really wanted him to run out because I'm such a bad billiard player. But I managed to get in at the snooker and got 100 breaks, so it evened it out. And then Paul was really a spin-up because we're snooker players and billiard players, you know.
What a magnificent break in the snooker. That really did sound.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. It was nice to have 100 break in Australia again.
Well done. All the best in the final.
God bless. Cheers.
Next week, the second semi, and the winner will take on the whirlwind Jimmy White in the final. Action from 10:30 next Saturday morning on NBN's Wide World of Sport.